Morning. November 2nd, crypto market summary, where we're keeping a finger on the pulse of crypto, NFTs, and shitcoin markets by looking at the macro environment. And today's macro environment is a big one. We're talking about the FOMC press conference. You're seeing it here. This is the last one in September. You'll see something like this. You'll see Jay Powell talking to a bunch of people. So he's even here. He's just talking about how unemployment is one of the key indicators of his interest rates. You can see him here. He's going to keep talking, and then he goes to a Q&A.
Generally, the unemployment rate itself is the single best indicator. We think those things.
There you go. The jobs is the single best indicator for understanding what to do with the interest rates. So then he goes into a bunch of questions, as you can see here, loaded or not. That's what it is. But he gets the mic, starts spitballing, rapping, whatever. He goes. So that's cool. Oh, looks like he's pretty interested in what's about to happen. But what is the FOMC? So FOMC is the Federal Open Market Committee. So that's what it means. That's one word for it. There's a synonym. It's also for the feds. This is their website here. You can see. So it's about the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is a system, is the central bank of the United States. So what is a central bank? You know, the critical feature of a central bank is its legal monopoly status, which gives its privilege to issue banknotes and cash. So that's what a central bank is. So the two highlighted items is kind of their mandate, right? They conduct the nation's monetary policy, and they promote the stability of the financial system. Yeah, I mean, we all have our things on that. We all know why we're here. COVID, lower interest rates to spark, to keep the economy alive. But you know, one of the things here that to clarify is conducts the nation's monetary policy. So to promote maximum employment, stable prices, and moderate long-term interest rates through the U.S. economy. So there's two things here. There's a monetary policy and a fiscal policy. So monetary policy refers to the central bank activities that are directed towards influencing the quantity of money and credit in the economy. So interest rates, right? So that'll up the interest rates. The quantity of money, cheap money, disappears. By contrast, fiscal policy refers to the government's decisions about taxation and spending. So that's, fiscal policy is talking about, Biden and all of his spending things. They actually do a pretty good thing. Breakdown of what they do on the federalreserve.gov. So they're the central bank, the key entities, and then the key functions, right? So there is 12 Federal Reserve banks spread across the United States. You can see them here. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Kind of goes through. You know what else was also really good? I did take a look at this. So you go to the Federal Reserve YouTube channel, and it goes over. They have this girl here and all of these employees that work at the Fed that talk about what they actually do. It's actually a good breakdown. It's 6 years ago, so it talks about when it was created. 1913. Something to watch if you're interested. I'll post it in the link below. And that's about it. So how does it impact? What is this going to do, and how does this affect my shitcoins is the big question, right? How does the FOMC affect my shitcoins? So basically, the FOMC uses an expansionary monetary policy to reduce unemployment. So people unemployed, one could say that they're going to get into shitcoins a little bit more. You bunch of degenerates out there. It boosts economic growth by increasing the money supply and lowering rates to spur economic growth and reduce unemployment. But prices rise if the economy grows too fast, causing inflation. So that's where we're at right now. So now we use a contractionary monetary policy to fight inflation. So, it's just basically people getting levered in the system, putting leverage into the system. So if people are leveraging into shitcoins, NFTs, like we talked about BendDAO, that's a form of leverage, or even just taking out loans. You can take out loans or trade those as well for crypto. So anyways, that's a breakdown of the FOMC that's coming up. We should see it, the announcement and news conference that we are watching here with this guy. I don't wonder if he's going to be there again. It'll be later today. I think around noonish. I'm on Mountain Standard Time, so it's somewhere around there. So I'm going to transition into the crypto market summary. But before, if you do like this content and if you do want to keep seeing it, please just hit that subscribe button. It's either here or it's down here. I'm not sure exactly where it is. It really helps me out and would definitely appreciate it. But at the end of the day, we're still here, going to be every day looking at what's going on in the crypto market. I want to know when the next big thing's going to happen. And the next big thing's not happening right now, but it could happen with the announcement of the FOMC. So there, actually, we get into the calendar events here. So there, the consensus is that they're going to have a 75 basis points increase in the interest rate. A lot of people talking about if it's less than that, market's going to rip. If it's 75 basis points, that's what everybody's kind of expecting. But the big thing is listening to the commentary after. So, this guy right here, we're going to listen to his questions, and not him specifically, but how Powell answers it. So how the chairman answers it. But the big thing is if this all of a sudden rips to, if it's a 50 basis points increase, because it's, you're going to see some shit. Coins, I think a lot of it's pretty flat right now. Down in market cap a little bit. You can see Ethereum, lots of moves around here. I think people just kind of entering and exiting positions. I know a lot of people talk about, I don't, if they want to stay in the market during the announcements, because it is extremely volatile. So you can lose your shirt. Shitcoins ain't that volatile though, man. These things are just ripping on it. Goo is another one. Oh wow. Oh, that's that. Goo is the is well, one of these are. Yeah, the 2000. This is the one that the art gobblers coin. I don't know if that's the exact contract. You gotta be careful because you can just name it whatever you want. You know what I mean? So BNB, something to look into if you're into that type of stuff. I've been burned a lot on those before, but I've also made a little bit of money on those. So what are we seeing here? Transactions, that's pretty steady. We're still over the 10-day moving average for Ethereum. BNB's 10-day has been pretty low, but I think that's just because we had one huge day there. So marketplace volumes, let's see what's happening. So I know we had Magic Eden that was just ripping. Or sorry, that wasn't Magic Eden. It was Blur. So Blur was just crushing it yesterday. That was with the art gobblers. So it's funny because, Blur, one of their investors, if you go to blur.io, is, if you go down to the bottom, it doesn't even say unless you log in. Yeah, here it is, Paradigm. So art gobblers was also backed by Paradigm. And yeah, they launched that, and Blur took a big chunk. Look at that. They're number one. They beat OpenSea. So interesting marketing. I think the airdrop's about to end as well. Blur swaps up there. This looks rare. Man, lots of CryptoPunks being sold. 1.7 million in CryptoPunks. 36 million. Is this the start? Is this the start of another little bit of a rip? I don't know. Because there's a lot of takes on art gobblers and talking about institutional money coming into the scene. Because not a lot of people on crypto Twitter and the echo chamber that it is talked about getting one of those or buying them for 10 ETH, but a lot of people did. What do we see here? 88, 124. Prices kind of around the same. Uranium's coming down a little bit. Big one is WTI. It's kind of same European gas prices. So S&P was pretty flat yesterday, down 20 points. Dixie's there. The big thing to note here is that the 2-year pumped back up. Where did we get into? We got into 4.5. Yeah, so 4.53. Where did we get? Yeah, it's been up there before. What is this? So that's what is this one? The 52-week, the 1 year, 4.7. I got steeper. But this has a big impact also on interest rates, right? So this is the bonds that the U.S. government will issue. So more to get tied into there. Cool. Well, I just updated all the prices here. That initial little news on the FOMC took a little bit longer, so I just wanted to get this done. You don't have to watch me put these numbers in. So, but the big thing here we're looking at, man, Bored Apes are falling. CryptoPunks kind of sitting around that 66. They've been hovering around there for a while, so that's getting close to another flipping. Mutants coming down. Other side deeds just found some support at 1.2. What are we seeing here? Nothing, no big changes. Cool Cat's down a little bit. Yeah, CyberCon VX is down a little bit. Rug Radio's at 0.46. Rec Guy went down to 0.4. Hey, they just had a big ol'. You know what? Why did I do that? 0.37 for an Ether Orc. I said that's a good buy, and then I went up to 0.5. That's super great. You know what? Just listen to what I say, and then I don't do anything. ENS 1.6. So the 10K club's coming back down. It went up, went down. Those 3-digit palindromes dropping. Hey, those used to be 38. Commit one, a little bit of a drop. Consortium key and Sandbox. Sandbox is down. They just finished their season 3 alpha, so not sure how good that one. I guess we'll see the numbers. I think they need to make a big move there. They need to release what they're going to release. So we'll see. Anyways, that's it for today. Let's keep our head on a swivel here and make sure we check out and see what the FOMC is doing. Have a good day.